What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be doing a product overview and test demo on this Sypom portable jump starter / power bank that is rated at 4,000 peak amps and 21,000 milliamp hours. As you see, it comes in this very nice, convenient storage case. It hardly takes up any room and it's extremely lightweight. It comes with the power bank jump starter unit itself, a USB 2.0 style to USB-C charging cable, along with the jumper cables themselves that hook up to the power bank, and then the instructions. One thing I'll say right out of the gate is I like these clamps. They're very small, which is nice to get in tight areas. Some batteries are in a tight spot and you can't get some of these behemoth clamps that other jump starters come with into the spot you need to. These are small, they get in there, but they also open up quite far there, as you can see, so there's no problem there. The only thing not included with this kit is a wall charging brick. If you want to charge this via wall outlet at home, you will need to supply your own charging brick with a USB on it, but you can just plug this in to the jump starting unit and then plug into USB, charge it with your computer or your car, whatever, anything that you can charge via USB, you can charge this with. So you'll just have to get that one component if you want to wall charge it. So this unit is rated for up to an 8-liter gas or diesel engine. Temperature range is -20 to +60 Celsius, which is the equivalent to -4 Fahrenheit up to 140 Fahrenheit. So as you see, everything is pretty integrated, nice and flush. There's nothing that really sticks out to get snagged on anything. Nice compact unit here. But if you just tap the power button, it'll indicate how full the battery is. Right now, this is fully charged. This is the input USB Type-C, which you'll use to charge the unit with the cable that I showed you earlier. And then you have two outputs, USB 2.0s. So anything that you can charge with USB, you can charge with this. Laptop, iPhone, tablet, whatever. Anything you can charge with USB, you can use this as a power bank. If you hold the power button down, you'll get a flashlight. You tap it again, and you'll get a strobe. Tap it again, you'll get SOS, and tap it again and it will shut off. After about 30 seconds, the unit will power itself off. You do not need to turn it off. In fact, you can't. Once the light and everything is turned off, there you go. It just powered down on its own. So we're gonna test charge this iPhone using the 2.0 USB. And then of course, on the side here, we just have this little rubber tab that you peel up with your fingernail, and we have the posts here for our charging cables. In addition to using this as a power bank or a jump starter for your car, you can use it for anything that's 12 volt, any sort of lawnmower, ATVs, side-by-side, snowmobiles. Like I said, anything that is 12 volts, you can use this to jump start it. And it features 8 protection settings built into the jumper cables here, including short circuit protection, overcharge protection, all that. And it's available in 3 different colors on Amazon. I will link it down below in the video description if you'd like to purchase one of these online. So now that we've kind of gone over the specs and features and main operation of this unit, we're gonna go ahead and show it in action. All right, guys, so here we are in my storage unit where my truck typically sits for long periods of time. The battery is almost always dead every time I come to check on it because it sits for so long. So this is gonna be our test vehicle today. It's a 6-liter V8 gas engine. Enough juice in the battery for the engine light to come on and the starter to try, but not enough to make it actually crank. So let's pop the hood, hook up the Sypom, locate our battery. In this case, it's right here. I've got red for positive, black for negative. So we'll come over to the side of the unit here where it says engine start. You'll see there's a little tab, a little catch right here. You can get your fingernail underneath, pull that back. And there's a round port and kind of a D-shaped port. There are corresponding ports on the connectors right here. As you see here, there's a round one and a D-shaped one, so it can only plug in one way. Gently wiggle and firmly push to make sure you get it all the way plugged in, just like that. We're then gonna set the jump pack on a spot where it's not gonna fall down into the engine or the fan or anything. I wouldn't leave this here either. Kind of get everything out of the way because when the engine starts, the vehicle could shake a little bit and you don't want this to fall down in the pulley or the belts or anything. So as you'll see, it's kind of flashing away right now. It's because it's not hooked up yet, but once you have this in a secure spot, we're gonna go ahead and connect the red to positive, which should also be red in most cases. and then the black to negative, which should be black in most cases. Now we're hooked up. It sensed battery voltage. There's just enough battery voltage in here for this thing to know that there's a battery. It automatically turned on, and my headlights are on because I left the ignition on, I think. So let's go ahead and give it a start, see what happens. There we go. Now that I got it started, I went ahead and shut it off just so you can hear me better. But let's just pretend the engine is still running right now. So you just jump started your vehicle, the engine is running. So now you'll come over here, you'll disconnect the black negative and then the red positive. So there you go, you saw it fired it up. 6-liter V8 gas engine, and just for the record, it is 25 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is, you know, a little on the colder side. Engines are typically harder to start when it's cold because all the metal and moving parts of the engine are tighter fit. Everything's just a little bit harder to turn over. So that was a good test for it. And I only had, on the little status bar here, I only had 3 out of 4 bars when I started it, and it still started it just fine. So did good there. You also don't have to worry about remembering all the steps right here. On the little brick that plugs into the jump starting unit, connected to the leads, it says the steps 1, 2, and 3. You'll hook the positive to positive, negative to negative, turn the ignition, gives you all the steps right there, so you don't have to stress out about that. Also, my battery, it had just enough power in it where the jump pack recognized it was hooked up to a battery. If you had a completely stone dead battery, like 0 voltage in it at all, and you hook this up, it most likely will not automatically supply power to the vehicle because there's not enough reference voltage for it to know that it's even hooked up. So if that's the case, you have a really, really dead battery, there's a button right here. It's basically the boost button or the override button. So when you have this hooked up to the jump pack and then the other end hooked up to your battery, if your battery is so dead that it's not putting power to it, it still doesn't start, you'll come over and you'll hold this button down while everything's still hooked up. Hold it down for a few seconds, and it should override it and manually supply power to the battery. All right, and that is gonna do it for the Sypom Jump Starter Power Pack unit. I will put a link down in the video description. Again, if you wanna purchase this online, it's very lightweight. I think everyone should have something like this in their vehicle. They take up very little space. Nowadays, they're very cheap. There's really no reason not to have one. If this video helped you out, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below with any questions, subscribe for more videos like this, check out my other videos here on YouTube, and check me out on all my socials. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.